Business was booming in the young city of New Rochelle. Many businesses that helped support the city charter as members of the New Rochelle Board of Trade Committee remain familiar names today. Reporting local news were the official Republican newspaper, The Pioneer, and the official Democratic paper, The Press. The New Rochelle Water Company laid its first water mains on Webster Avenue in 1885. At the time, artesian wells in the Hutchinson River supplied the water for the city. The Islands owned the water company. The New Rochelle Cooperative Building and Loan Association, chartered in 1888, became the Westchester Federal Savings Bank, which in turn became Marine Midland Bank, which is now HSBC, Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Company. They helped finance the development of the growing young city. The New Rochelle Trust Company, also founded in 1888, quickly became a financial cornerstone of the community. It became the National Bank of Westchester. Local law firm Secord Young & Young harkens back to 1890. Founder J. Addison Young traveled to Albany to personally lobby Governor Theodore Roosevelt in support of the city charter. H.E. Caldwell & Sons, an insurance firm, was founded in 1893 on Main Street and has enjoyed a long and productive relationship as New Rochelle grew through the 20th century. I.B. Cohen Clothing has outfitted New Rochelle's men since the city's earliest days. The Cohens moved to New Rochelle from Mamaroneck, drawn to the city's established Jewish community of 100 families and its congregation, Anshe Shalom.
In the late 1800s, the first Jewish settlers in New Rochelle came as a group, mostly immigrants from Germany and Russia, eager to form a community and to build a synagogue. These people, mostly shopkeepers, tradesmen, and small business owners, ran businesses along Main Street and helped each other during periods of financial and family difficulty. By 1899, the community numbered some 100 families. Some of the families today are still in New Rochelle, the Cohens, the Stragers, and the Goldsteins, for example. As early as October 1st, 1873, a warm early autumn day, a small group of Jewish immigrants celebrated Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement, in a tent at the corner of Huguenot and Mechanic Street, which is now known as Memorial Highway. This is the area where they located when they first arrived in New Rochelle. The custom of celebrating religious observances in a tent hastily erected on a street corner was not uncommon in the late 19th century. The tent was succeeded by various rental halls: Burnett's Hall in 1882, a neighborhood music hall in 1885, a hall above J.L. Hyman's Main Street Furniture Store in 1886, Lambden's Hall in 1890, and in 1895, Tierney's Hall. These peripatetic High Holy Day services, duly noted in the New Rochelle Pioneer, were clearly unsatisfactory for a growing community, and more stable arrangements, including, emphatically, a synagogue building for the daily minyan, which is a prayer service offered daily involving 10 Jewish men, became pressing. And so, on May 15, 1896, 5 congregants, 4 of them local small business owners, and the 5th, an attorney and clerk of the court, appended their signatures to a certificate of incorporation, the official founding document of Congregation Anshe Shalom. Over the decades, the spelling was to change from Anshe Shalom to Anshe Shalom. but the meaning remains steadfast: people of peace. So while a new and growing congregation was born, it was not until late 1902 that the congregation moved into its own first newly erected home on Bonnefoy Place. The building, in fact, still stands today, although the congregation has moved. This growing congregation, the Mother Synagogue of New Rochelle, over the next 30 to 40 years gave birth to 3 daughter congregations: Temple Israel, Bethel, and Young Israel, as the city's Jewish population grew. These 4 congregations are still in existence and thriving today.
There's a prayer that we say every Friday night once we get home from synagogue after services. The prayer is because we think that 2 angels accompany each Jew home from synagogue on Shabbos evening. The prayer says, "Welcome, ministering angels. Come in peace, bless me with peace. May your departure be in peace. Angels of peace, angels of the Most High, of the Supreme King of Kings, the Holy One, blessed be He." Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashares, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzechem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.